Prologue. In ages now lost to the mists of time, there existed a land undivided, upon which a noble people dwelled, their hearts as one, their destinies entwined as the roots of the ancient olive. Deep within a cavern of crystalline grandeur, the wisest among them, those whom we now call the ancients, assembled about a device of fearful and magnificent aspect. This engine, wrought of gleaming metals and swirling energies, pulsed with an otherworldly light, its very presence a harbinger of momentous change. With trembling hands, the ancients set the gears of fate in motion. The land, rent asunder by forces both natural and arcane, was sundered in twain, and upon the trembling earth, two lovers, their hands outstretched across the widening chasm, were torn asunder, their plaintive cries lost in the thunder of division. It was thus the elder decreed, let no heart mend too swiftly, let unity come as the tide, patient and true. Beware, too, the shadows from whence profit is drawn from discord. Soon thereafter, beneath turquoise water, the mechanism's gears ceased their restless churning, and the world was altered forever. Yet, as night fell upon this world, new actors emerged, furtive and masked, merchants of war, who exchanged their deadly wares with grasping soldiers beneath the shroud of secrecy. On one aisle, the weapons came openly, though from shadowed hands. On the other, arms appeared as if conjured from the very air, their origin shrouded in impenetrable mystery. Chapter 1. The Open Sea. It was upon such a world that Captain Giovanni Charles Bartholomew Wales, a man of indomitable spirit and noble bearing, found himself at the helm of his ship, Aether's Whisper, as a tempest of uncommon ferocity assailed his crew. Upon the deck the seamen clung to the rigging, while the captain, steadfast as the northern star, called out, "Steady now, lads, this tempest shall not be the end of us. Hold your courage fast." At his side, First Mate Javelin, gaunt and haunted, perused a note torn and stained with blood. "Aye, Captain," said he, "but the sea herself seems enraged, as though some spirit of vengeance rides upon these waves." A sailor, wide-eyed and shivering, "Captain, the compass is possessed. It spins without reason. Where does our fate now lead us?" And with a furtive glance, he whispered, "There are tales upon the wind, sir. Strange weapons flowing into the hands of our foes. Some say a masked merchant deals in death, but only to one side. As for the other, none can say whence their arms arise. Some say the sea herself arms them." The captain's countenance darkened. "To wherever fate demands we are bound. Hold fast all." At that, a monstrous wave descended. Aether's Whisper was swallowed by the night, the time glass emptying into oblivion. Chapter 2. The Shores of Enigma. Cast upon an alien shore, Captain Wales awoke amid sands that pulsed with runes of eldritch light, clutching only a locket, a relic of love and loss. "Where am I?" he murmured, his voice ragged. Not a soul in sight. The jungle before him twisted in impossible ways, branches knitting barriers, then opening paths anew. Upon the wind, a spectral whisper called his name. "Giovanni, seek the truth." Startled, the captain pressed onward, the very land shifting beneath each step. Chapter 3. The Oracle's Tent. Within a clearing, a tent of shimmering cloth stood. Herein presided Miss Fairweather, an enigmatic sibyl who shuffled cards inscribed with runes known only to the ancients. Gathered about her were those outcast by law, exiles, agents, and lovers whose passion defied decree. "You seek what is lost," Miss Fairweather intoned, her smile concealed secrets manifold. "But take heed. The island keeps its deepest truths for those who bleed for them. You chase a shadow, Captain. The war rages, for there is profit in discord. The merchant in the mist, some call him. Yet upon the other isle, the weapons appear without trade, without trail." The captain frowned. "What truths do you guard?" Miss Fairweather's gaze was unfathomable. "The truths of division, of love, of fate, and the price the world must pay for unity." Chapter 4. Whispers in the Gloaming. Beneath an ancient tree whose bark was carved with the likeness of two hands outstretched across a divide, the lovers Elon and Mira exchanged rings. their hearts defiant against the cruelty of law. "Why so secret?" queried the captain, his heart moved by their plight. Poppy Phase, her eyes fixed upon Mira, replied in a voice trembling with passion, "Our peoples forbid such unions. Elon and Mira imperil all for love. Any who aid them are cast into exile. Yet there are whispers of a fellowship that shelters those whose love is forbidden." "Even love is outlawed? This is madness," said Captain Wales. Poppy lowered her eyes. "To some, love is a threat to war, and to others, peace is ill for business." Chapter 5 of Steel and Shadows. In the labyrinthine jungle, Marin stooped to examine a blade of curious make. "This steel is not of either isle. Whence came it?" Finch, lost in his own delirium, muttered, "Perhaps we are but pawns. Someone, somewhere, profits from our endless conflict." Elsewhere, Lyra, a Varenthian, traversed the treacherous jungle with an Eldorian captive. "We must find the mechanism before the others," she insisted. "If we err, doom shall fall upon us all," replied her companion. Chapter 6 Carvings and Revelation. Within a cavern whose walls bore the chronicles of bygone ages, Sable traced a trembling finger across ancient carvings. One land united, a great device built beneath, the land split, two islands born, war to follow. Here hands turning gears beneath the waves. Among the motifs, Marin discerned a cloaked figure, ever present in the tapestry of war, trading in shadow, profiting by division. He read aloud, "Beware the one who profits from division, who arms both hands and claims no stake." Poppy Phase gasped. "The war is a choice. The split was a choice. We might yet undo it. Or doom us all if we act in reckless haste," murmured the captain. Chapter 7 The Sanctuary of Exiles. Beneath the earth, the exiles had carved a sanctuary where love was not a crime and memory was revered. "I saw crates marked with a mask and serpent's tongue, the merchant's sigil," said Elon. Mira, her voice breaking, added, "He sold us hope and hatred in equal measure." "We shall change that," Poppy vowed. "I will not leave you again." Lyra, silent and watchful, asked, "You would risk all for love?" Mira replied, "Not only for us, for all who have been forced to part." "If we unite the islands," Elon said, "peace and true love may yet return." Chapter 8 Betrayal and Sacrifice. In the deepest sanctuary, javelin torn by memories of loss, whispered to the Eldorian captive, "If the merchant returns, tell him I shall have no more of his cursed bargains." "I cannot let history repeat." Silence howled. Water rose. Sable, resolute, turned to Poppy. "Go, I shall hold them at bay. Fear shall not triumph." "Yem need not do this," Poppy wept. "Someone must," Sable replied, her sword gleaming in dim light, as the others fled to their fate. Chapter 9 The Heist Beneath the Sea. Through watery labyrinths, Marin cried, "There! Swim toward the light!" Mechanical guardians whirled. Mira and Lyra struggled side by side. "Stay with me, and you'll be safe," Lyra said. Mira shook her head. "We are not safe yet." Poppy, spying a crate marked by the merchant's sigil, whispered, "Even here his hand is upon us." They pressed onward, reaching the massive door of legend. Chapter 10 The Living Mechanism. In the chamber where the colossal gears turned, Captain Wales intoned, "Remember, together, slow, trust." One among them, driven by fear, sought to force the gate of the past, but was seized by spirits of the past. Miss Fairweather, now spectral and breathed in life more. Only trust, sacrifice, and love may calm the storm. The island will not be forced. The war endures as long as the merchant profits. True unity must break his cycle. Poppy, tears streaming, declared, "We must do this together, for those before us, and those yet to come." Joined in song, their voices rose. Let unity come as the tide, patient and true. The mechanism glowed. The islands began their slow and cautious reunion. Chapter 11 Eclipse and Sacrifice. As the eclipse reached its zenith, the chamber shook, spirits swirling. Lyra, wounded and bleeding, pressed a trembling hand to Poppy's. "Go, I shall hold this. Promise me, find the merchant. End his trade, that peace may endure." "We cannot lose you too," sobbed Poppy. Lyra, her voice a whisper, smiled through her pain. "This be my end? Let it mean something." Poppy hesitated, then was drawn away by Mira. Chapter 12. The Dawn of Hope. Upon the shore, as the sun rose above a channel now narrow and turquoise, the survivors, lovers, exiles, and the newly freed gathered upon each side, reaching across the luminous waters. Poppy, her cheeks wet with tears, turned to Mira. "Love has brought us here. It may take generations, but we have begun to mend what was broken." "We shall keep singing," Mira replied, "for them and for Lyra." Miss Fairweather, her spirit finally at rest, murmured as she faded, "What was made apart may yet be made whole." Captain Wales, his voice ringing across the assembly, cried, "Let this be the day we choose peace. No more shadows, no more secret dealings. Let us unmask those who profit from our pain." A cheer rose, hope blossoming in the hearts of all. Yet upon a distant bluff, a masked figure, the merchant, watched in silence, his visage glinting briefly in the dawn before vanishing like mist into the morning.
I need something to treasure as of you.